The Staffordshire entrepreneur John Caudwell says he's offered to advise the Prime Minister on economic policy because he thinks the UK faces a crisis. The billionaire, who made his fortune from mobile phones, has been speaking as he marked his 70th birthday with the publication of an autobiography. The book describes how he overcame childhood adversity to achieve business success. He's been talking to our Staffordshire reporter, Liz Copper.
He's an entrepreneur who says he's never been into politics. John Caudwell is, though, a one-time Conservative donor. Having grown his own business, he's passionate about Britain's economic growth.
I've offered Liz Truss that I'll be an advisor. I'll be probably the only advisor she'll ever have that's got a combination of intellectual ability without a snout in the trough, because I've got no vested interest whatsoever. All I want to do is help poor people, help Britain be great, and help people who need help.
John Caudwell's speaking as he publishes his autobiography. It traces his childhood in Stoke-on-Trent, early years which were tough.
Bullying was always a big part of my life. You know, it was a constant fight for survival. I was only about 5 years old when a kid, I don't know why, threw what we used to call a half-ender, which was a half of a whole brick, threw it at me and split my head open there. And it was gushing with blood. I was nearly knocked out, and life was a bit like that, you know. It was rough.
It was in the 80s when John Caudwell sold his first mobile phone. The business empire he went on to create was eventually sold, making him a billionaire.
I was very hard, very tough, always tried to be fair, but really only wanted winners around me, and not everybody can be a winner.
Broughton Hall, a Jacobean mansion, has been John Caudwell's Staffordshire home for 30 years. As this winter approaches, believe it or not, he's planning to turn down the heat.
Well, I've switched everything off or down. So my house has one warm room, which is the kitchen, and all the rest of the rooms are switched off except the bedroom, which has a tiny bit of heat on, and I've got an extra duvet on there. I've switched my swimming pool down. I mean, I'm still a high energy user, it has to be said, but I've cut it down dramatically in sympathy with the Ukrainian people.
He's just celebrated his 70th birthday, but this is an entrepreneur with no plans to retire or slow down. If anything, he's as driven as he's ever been. Liz Copper, BBC Midlands Today, Broughton Hall in Staffordshire.